Today, I want to share with you one simple hack that you can implement into your e-commerce brand in the next 20 minutes and which will guaranteed make you more money. So for those of you who don't know me, I'm Andre, the founder of HoloGrowth, and we help e-commerce brands scale to 7 and 8 figures. And so far in my journey, every single brand that implemented an upsell into their customer journey made more money and was able to increase the average order value and the customer lifetime value and make more money from every single customer and from every single transaction that they make. And for that, I have to explain one simple concept. And that is most customers buy when they are in the greatest pain or when the thing that they're buying is the most urgent for them. And they're in the moment they buy, they're like really, really interested in buying that product. They really need it. They really want it. And they've already decided to make the purchase. And when they made the decision, they're in the biggest pain. When they're in that zone, when they're in their pain, and when they are like very, very interested in buying something from you, your focus should be on getting them to buy as much as humanly possible. And it's not even unethical or something because they obviously make the decision whether they want to buy something or not. And in reality, if they buy more products from you and you have a genuinely good product, they will be more happy with the decision. And long term, they will like your brand more and they will come, like the chances that they come back will be higher because they already have multiple products of you. And now let's imagine you're starving and you're going to a restaurant and the restaurant owner asks you whether you want the steak. You say, yes, I would love a steak. You eat it. You loved it. You're happy with it. And then the waiter comes back and asks like, how was the steak? It was great. And then the waiter asks you, do you want another steak? And you're like, no. Like, why? Was the steak bad? No, I'm just full. I don't want another steak. Because you're not in pain anymore. Like you don't want another steak. Now let's imagine a different scenario. You're starving. You really want the steak. You're hungry as fuck and you go to a restaurant. And then the waiter asks you, do you want a steak? And you're like, yeah, I'm starving. And the waiter is like, do you maybe want 2 steaks? And you're like, yeah, I could eat 2 steaks. I'm so hungry. Yeah, I would love to have 2 steaks. And you're happy with the decision of buying 2 steaks, and the business, the restaurant, makes more money because in the moment of the biggest pain, they sold you more products and they were able to sell you more. A lot of e-commerce brands try to do the first approach. They try to get you to buy one thing, and then a couple of weeks later, a couple of months later, they shoot you an email with, hey, want to buy some more? Want more products? And in that moment, you might not want it at all. You might like either the product already fixed all of your issues, all of your problems, and you're just happy. You don't want anything else. Or something completely different is going on and you just don't care about it. But if the e-commerce brand was so smart to ask you in the moment of your biggest pain, like while you're checking out, while you're buying, whether you want more of the same product or whether you want a similar product, then you would have happily agreed to it and you would be happy with your decision. You would be, and that's the great thing about capitalism, you would be happy that you have another product, more products, better products, whatever. And the business is happy because they have more money. So a transaction took place and both parties are happy. But then let's go to the specifics. Like how can you as an e-commerce brand implement an upsell in the customer journey to make sure that you make more money? And there are different sections, different parts where you can integrate it. Like one is on the product page, right below the add to cart button. Then when someone adds to cart, you can have a pop-up with, do you want to buy something? Then in the cart, you can have a buy box, a box with something, with another offer. In the checkout process, you can have another offer. And post-purchase, you can also have another offer. My recommendation is if you've never tried it, if you're maybe scared to try it, if you don't want to decrease your your conversion rate, and you don't want to offend any people and them lead to them not buying your product, start with the post-purchase upsells, because those are easy to implement. And with those, you don't risk losing any customers, because the customer has already bought, he already made the decision, paid, you have the money in the bank, and yeah, you're good to just give it a try. And then the best offer that you can do is just more of the thing that you already bought. Obviously, it depends on your product, your industry, what you're selling. But usually, the best performing upsell is just more of the same product. So if you bought one package of something, try to sell them another one, try to sell them two, three, a bundle offer, whatever. You can also test having like a complementary offer, something what helps with the same issue that that the person has, with the same problem, and you can try to sell them that. You should also have an upsell in the post-purchase survey. So basically, once they buy, they should immediately receive an email with like, "Thank you for buying. Here's a summary of your order, and here is something which you can add to the order." And then give them ideally time frame of like 15 to 20 minutes where they can add that to their order to get it shipped in the same package. And same goes for the checkout page. Give them like 10 to 15 minutes where they can add something to the order where you don't send it to the fulfillment straight away. And yeah, try to get them to buy something more. Once you figured out how that performs, whether that performs, what the results of that are, then you can start testing the different customer journey places where you can implement upsells. And that is, as I mentioned, on the product page, you can have, as soon as someone adds something to cart, there can be either below the add to cart button, a box can appear where you have another offer, maybe even a pop-up, even though that can negatively impact the conversion rate. And another great place is in the cart. So if you have like a slider at the side with a cart, you can have different upsell offers there. Just try to get the customer to spend more money. But at the same time, obviously, you have to increase the perceived value of the products and offer them something that is really, really valuable to them and what is a great deal for them, because you want them to take the upsell and to be happy with it and to have an even better experience with your brand. As I mentioned, it's great for the customer because they get what they want. They get a better product, they get more product, and you're able to help them get to their goal, relieve their pain, whatever it is, better. And at the same time, you as the business are able to increase the average order value, the customer lifetime value. And with that, you can also spend more money on ads, more money on acquiring new customers, and all of those beautiful things just by doing this one small change and implementing an upsell. I don't understand why there's still so many brands that don't do that, even though it's easy to implement, easy to do, and it makes you so much more money. So please give it a try. Please do it and let me know how it goes.